O Mother Nui, stretch high above this valley. Your starry body is our glory. Then see the hawk of yonder Ahurquit, his fiery splendor, oh so mighty. He brings a light for all our weary souls. He makes the broken spirit whole.
We are taking you on a deep dive today into a really exhaustive text about Kabbalah's eighth Sephira, which is known as Hod.
Yeah, and our mission here is basically to decode how ancient mysticism and, Hermetic Kabbalah explain the human mind's ability to structure reality.
Right, like taking this chaotic, infinite reality and turning it into usable, everyday forms.
Exactly. Because without a mechanism to restrict all that overwhelming spiritual and physical input, we wouldn't achieve enlightenment. We would just experience, catastrophic cognitive overload.
I think the best way to picture this, and the text uses this great analogy, is to imagine the universe's divine energy as this massive electrical plant.
Oh yeah, the voltage analogy is spot on.
Because if that raw power hit you directly, you'd be destroyed, so you need a cosmic step-down transformer.
Which is Hod. It acts as this matrix of structure, logic, and language that literally lowers the voltage of reality.
So your mind can actually safely process it.
Right. It's the ultimate survival mechanism for human consciousness.
Okay, so if Hod is this step-down transformer, what does that machinery actually look like? Because we know it doesn't work alone.
No, it's partnered with its polar opposite, Netzach.
Right, force versus form.
Yeah, Netzach represents force. So raw, unyielding emotional drive. And Hod is form. The text uses this metaphor of a father trying to teach incredibly complex concepts to a young child.
Oh, the wheat and flour thing.
Exactly. He can't just dump raw, unfiltered knowledge onto the kid. So Hod and Netzach act as these millstones. They take the raw wheat germ of divine intellect and physically grind it down into the fine, usable flour of, practical understanding.
That makes so much sense. And the text maps this physically from the source too, right? Like Hod relates to the kidneys.
Yeah, filtering out toxic mental waste while keeping the vital advice. It's also tied to involuntary digestion.
Wait, really? Digestion?
Think about it. Your body silently breaks down massive, complex energy sources into smaller, absorbable nutrients in the background. Hod does the exact same thing for your consciousness.
Wow. Okay, let's unpack this a bit more. The walking analogy from the source really helped this click for me.
Oh, right, the stepping forward.
Yeah. If Netzach is the drive to step forward, like throwing your way into the unknown, Hod is the submission to plant the other foot.
Yeah.
You need both to walk, right?
You cannot have forward momentum without those moments of pause and yielding. You'd just fall over.
But since Hod is this ultimate filter of truth and logic, we have to talk about what happens when it goes wrong.
Yeah, when that cognitive filter becomes corrupted or weaponized, it is incredibly dangerous.
Because, we usually think of logic as purely objective, right? That rationality is the ultimate goal.
It's a trap. In the Kabbalistic system, every Sephira has a shadow, a corrupted shell known as a Kluphoth.
And Hod's shadow is ephemeral.
Right, the poison of God. This happens when intellect is divorced from empathy or higher purpose. The source calls it unauthentic brilliance.
So does this mean that without the empathy of other Sephirot, pure rationalism is actually a dangerous trap of self-deception?
That is exactly what it means. You end up building incredibly complex, false rationalizations simply to protect a fragile ego.
Or to justify bad behavior. We've all met someone who uses an airtight logical argument just to justify why they treated someone poorly.
Mistaking airtight logic for moral truth. That is Samuel in action. You use language not to reveal truth, but to obscure and manipulate.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? How do we keep our own inner step-down transformer from turning into this fortress of self-deception?
Well, the true splendor of Hod, the Hebrew concept of Hoda, is a dual act of profound gratitude and humble submission.
And genuine gratitude requires surrendering your ego.
Really, exactly. True majesty isn't dominating a room with your intellect. It's becoming a transparent vessel for truth.
Acknowledging that your mind is just a receiver, not the source. I love that.
It's incredibly grounding.
And to leave you with a final thought to mull over, the source notes that the Tarot's Eight of Swords, which represents Hod's restrictive energy, is literally titled Interference.
Such a powerful image.
It really is. So as you go about your week, ask yourself, are you using your logic to clarify your reality, or has your intellect created a prison of overanalysis